Hello, we're Group T21 from the course section C05, and today we're focusing on the radar model and the service blueprint of Tamjai, Samgor, and Mongkok. And here we have an overview of the service blueprint. And the first step is arriving at the restaurant. We arrived at the restaurant during rush hour and without a reservation, so we were placed in a queue to get a table and waited on the side of the cashier. When it was our turn, however, none of the staff showed us to our table and the customers were left to seat themselves, which was the first fail point. After sitting down, we looked through their wide selection of choices on the menu and decided on what to order. The restaurant enabled a high degree of customization, where customers could choose their own ingredients, soup base, and spiciness to fit their own individual preferences. When it came to ordering the food, it was very clear that there were not enough staff at the restaurant that night. This is because it took a very long time for the waiter to come and to take our order, even when we were actively and repeatedly trying to get their attention, which can be seen in the video. This was the second identified fail point. However, after a while and after repeated tries, we were able to get the attention of one of the staff at the restaurant and successfully managed to place our orders. The next step of the service blueprint was receiving the food. The delivery of the food was very quick and efficient. However, when receiving the food, we realized that the restaurant had not been able to fulfill our order correctly. This is because they had forgotten our request to not put Chinese chives in one of the soups. This was the third fail point. As one of our members arrived late, and as the restaurant hadn't provided enough chopsticks, we had to call the waiter once more in order to order and ask for more chopsticks. Just as previously, we had a difficult time getting the waiter's attention. This time we decided to measure how long it would take for us to get noticed by the waiter, and it ended up taking just under 4 minutes and 5 seconds. As one of our teammates did not speak Cantonese, we decided to try and order in English to see how accessible the restaurant would be to foreigners. Luckily, the communication skills of the staff was very acceptable and we were able to order completely in English, showing that the restaurant was able to welcome a wide range of customers from all over the world. Applying the radar model, we can conclude that Tamjai Samgor had a few strengths and weaknesses. For one, the restaurant had a low consistency of service and got some of our orders wrong. To improve the reliability of the restaurant, we would recommend providing more training to staff and installing online ordering systems and display systems so that the staff can see customer-specific requirements directly in order to minimize message delivery error. One of the strengths of the restaurant was the staff's efficient communication skills with its customers, but also decreased their credibility when they did not show us to our table. We recommend that they decide on a clear standardized guideline on how staff should receive its guests. We also went to the restaurant during rush hour, which meant that it was quite crowded and noisy. To manage the customers during peak sales time, we recommend promoting takeaway orders by giving discounts to patrons opting for takeaway. As it was very crowded in the restaurant, the staff wasn't able to provide much of a personalized or individual attention to the customers, and even forgot to provide all of the guests with chopsticks. To fix this issue, we would recommend the staff to serve the chopsticks with the food so that it won't be as easily forgotten. The responsiveness was one of the main weaknesses, as staff would either take a long time to respond to our request or even ignore our hand waving. To improve the responsiveness, we would recommend installing table bell systems to make sure that the customer requests are not missed.